The Montevallo Falcons and the Valdosta State Blazers have become a tale as old as time, and lately, when these two teams meet, it's never just another game. The last three matchups between these two squads have been three massive wins and three games that really meant something. Just weeks ago, Valdosta State defended its home floor with an 18-point win. Go back a year before that, a thrilling 2-point game, the Blazers knocking Montevallo out to punch their ticket to the GSC championship game. But you can't forget about regular season 2025. Montevallo stormed into Valdosta, took down the Blazers on the road in the last game of the regular season, and walked out with home court advantage for the GSC tournament. There's no love lost between these two squads, and when the ball goes up, another chapter gets written. So with all that history between Montevallo and Valdosta State, the question tonight becomes simple. What decides this one? We'll take a look at some of our keys for the match tonight. For the Blazers, they need to outscore in transition and sets tonight. We're going to be looking out for that. With one of the strongest offenses in the conference, they're averaging 93 points a game. Valdosta State must push the tempo and keep Montevallo's defense off balance, scoring early in possessions instead of forcing half-court sets. They also need to limit second chances. They're rebounding at 39.5 per game. Valdosta State should use their size and activity to end Montevallo possessions early and convert O-boards into scoring opportunities. The Falcons need to score early and often. They have to keep pace, especially in the first half before it's too late with Valdosta State, by scoring efficiently, especially from inside and beyond the arc and converting at the free throw line. They need to play deliberate offense tonight. If Montevallo can slow possessions and keep Valdosta State from pressing in transition, they force them into tougher half-court scoring, which could reduce the scoring gap. Players we're looking out for this evening for both squads, there's going to be stars all over the court, but Derek Moore for the Falcons is going to lead the way tonight. He's celebrating his senior night. He had 23 points and 8 rebounds on Wednesday against West Florida. That's a season high since his January injury, and he's shooting 62% from the floor this season. He leads the conference, and he's 12th in Division II in that respect. For the Blazers, we're looking at Drew Mills tonight. He had 31 points the last time these two teams met. He's a preseason all-conference selection, and he's averaging 18.5 points a game and 5.7 rebounds a game. Incredibly efficient player for this Blazer squad. I'm Sarah Turner. Thank you for joining us for GSC Men's Basketball and Flow Sports here in Central State Bank Arena. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here with tip-off.
To Central State Bank Arena for tonight's contest between the Valdosta State University Blazers and the University of Montevallo Falcons. At this time, we would like to take a moment to honor the 2025-26 men's basketball senior class. Number 22, Jalen Curry. Jalen is a scorer today for his parents, Nathan and Donna Curry, and Ivy Edge. Jalen has been Falcon for the last 3 seasons and has appeared in 60 games with 56 starts with an average of 26 minutes per game. In his collegiate career, Jalen has scored a total of 1,063 points on a 50.6 field goal mark while shooting 37.5% from deep and 74.4% from the free throw line. On the glass, the Hazen Green, Alabama native has totaled 412 rebounds rebounds per game in his career, while adding 4 career double-doubles. On February 7th, in a win over Christian Brothers, Jalen scored his 1,000th career point to join a group of just 10 Falcons in Montevallo Division II history to achieve the scoring mark. A season ago, Curry was named second team All-GSC ahead of the preseason All-Conference nod for the 25-26 season. Jalen will graduate with a degree in data analytics with a 3.33 cumulative GPA. Ladies and gentlemen, number 22, Jalen. Number 3, Derek Moore. Derek is escorted today by his parents, Courtney Moore, Greg Moore, and David Moore. A 2-year member of Montevallo, Derek has appeared in 56 games for the Falcons with 54 starts as a Falcon. In his career, Derek has scored a total of 1,121 points for an average of 10.10 points per game on a 57.2% shooting mark while shooting 72.4% from the free throw line. On the boards, the Birmingham, Alabama native averages 5.3 rebounds per game with a total of 587 boards while posting 11 double-doubles for his 4-year career. Derek was named Gulf South Conference Player of the Week twice this season and earned an NABC National Player of the Week honor on January 20th. Derek has set the Montevallo single-game record with a 51-point performance on the road at West Florida while tying Montevallo's record with 20 free throws in the same game. In his record-setting performance on January 20th, Moore eclipsed the 1,000-point mark to become one of 10 Falcons in the Division II era to reach that mark. A season ago, Derek was named to the GSC Winter Honor Roll. Derek will graduate with a business management degree and a cumulative 3.18 cumulative GPA. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23, Derek. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for our 25-26 senior class. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's starters, beginning with the Blazers. Number 1, Peter McKee. Number 2, Lucas Brown Jr. Number 15, Blaze Wallace. Number 23, Tony Green Jr. And number 33, Drew Mills. Valdosta is coached by Mike Holford with assistant coach Nate DeWitte. And now, please welcome tonight's starters for your Montevallo Falcons. A 6'5" junior guard from Scottsboro, Alabama, number 2, Tyson Sexton. A 6'1" freshman guard from Florence, Alabama, number 10, Bryant James. A 6'1" junior guard from Gunnersville, Alabama, number 14, Brandon Hughes. A 6'6" senior forward from Hazelgreen, Alabama, number 22, Jalen and a 6'7" senior forward from Birmingham, Alabama, number 28, Montevallo is coached by Anthony Camargo, assistant coaches Nick Fertitta and Nick Bonaparte.
Put back in for the Blazers, 3-2. This is going to be a back and forth game all night long. Tyson Sexton or Derek Moore now driving in for two more. Foul under the bucket. Called in favor of Montevallo. And I talked about it in the pregame, but these two teams have a lot of history. 3 straight of the past 3 games have been massive wins for the team that came away with the victory in games when it really mattered. This one might not have important implications, but Brandon Bucell with the denial in the corner. But Valdosta State's still fighting for a spot, a higher seed in the conference tournament, and the Falcons are looking for redemption from the other regular season game just a few weeks ago, an 18-point win in Valdosta for the Blazers. Coach Mayer talked about it post-game on Wednesday after West Florida. He said that was not a good night for us. This is a redemption game. Valdosta State is desperate in this game, and they're going to play really hard. Too strong for Peter McKee. Bucell rolling the point. Derek Moore calling for the motion. Here's James. Ryan James, as the defense collapsed on him, found Bucell outside, going in for the lay. Derek Moore pointing at him after that, liking the connection between those two, 10 and 14.
Simply in for Valdosta State, number 11, M.J. Jones.
MJ Jones will check in to the game for the first time in this game. A former Montevallo standout, had an incredible freshman year here back in the 2022-2023 season. Spent some time at Shelton State Community College and then has made his way over to Valdosta State. A slap from James to give the ball back to Montevallo, and Brandon Bussell making himself known early. 9-2 Falcon lead we have here now. That shot no good for Drew Mills. Well, I highlighted in the pregame, one of the players to watch in this game, Brandon Bussell. His first miss of the game. MJ Jones driving inside, nowhere to go. Offensive rebound. It's on for Blaze Wallace, the fourth best rebounder in the conference. He's averaging 9.3 a game. Wednesday at AUM in that big win for the Blazers. Blaze Wallace had 17 points and 13 boards. And a quick timeout called for Mike Heffler's squad. In the pregame was a huge one a few weeks ago, an 18-point loss for the Falcons. Montevallo shot 45% in that game. Valdosta State was lighting it up. Drew Mills dropped 31 points, and they shot 50% from the floor. Kevin McKinnon checking in for the Falcons for the first time. Bussell calling the motion in from Sexton. Out for Moore from three. Not his shot, but he'll do it that time. Derek Moore pulling up from three. He's got 5 points on the night now. Right back at him. Peter McKee on the other end of the floor. That was Derek Moore's 11th triple of the season. We're in game 27 of the year. Here comes Moore again in the paint, driving in. Bucket is good for the senior. Derek Moore and Jalen Curry, the two seniors on this year's Falcon roster. Obviously two huge pieces for this team. They're going to be sorely missed next year. McKinnon under the bucket, found Duskin coming in hot. Denied by the Blazers. Drew Mills, circus shot. Let's bring it inside. He's the only Blazer with points so far. Or he adds to his total for the night, excuse me.
Mike, he's coming. He's coming.
Brandon Fusel off the inbound from McKinnon. Sam Duskin back out for Fusel from 3, off the mark, and another slapped away rebound, but instead Valdosta State coming up with a turnover. A foul on the baseline. Jalen Curry in for Derek Moore. The Blazers able to come away with some points there. 1-point game here in the Valley. Regular season Gulf South Conference conclusion. McKinnon, 3 is good. We've seen Devin McKinnon light it up from 3 too. We know just about every guard on this roster can do that. He went 6 for 11 in one of the Falcons' opening games back in November against Fisk. Threes are flying now. Michael Batchelor for the Blazers. Brandon Fusel, the top of the key. McKinnon letting it fly. Back down for the Blazers, Malik Leach to pick it up. Drew Mills. Trying to go in for the bucket. The Falcons defense able to corral. McKinnon, one of the superstar freshmen on this roster. He'll drive in, finds Duskin close to the corner. Not there, and Duskin was quite a story on Wednesday, went 4 for 4 from 3. Big night for the sophomore.
Substitute from Montevallo, number 10, Bryant James.
No joy on the triple attempt for Samarian Bond. But here comes James. Arms all pointing in different directions. We'll take a media timeout here in CSB. 11:50 remaining here in this first half. Still a 1-point game, the Falcons on top. Both teams shooting at a 50% clip right now, 7 for 14 from the floor for each. 1 triple has been the difference. Falcons 3 for 8, Valdosta State is 2 for 6 from that respect. This is gonna be a tight game. Obviously the loss for Montevallo to Valdosta State, that was one of the highest scores they've let up all season, giving up 101 to Valdosta State. That was the highest score they let up all season. But that's what this Blazer squad does, averaging 93 points a game. They lead the GSC. Incredibly efficient on the offensive side of the floor. But their defense has been the difference maker in those games that they've lost. Coming into this game, 13-8 in conference play, but they're giving up 88 points a game. That's dead last in the GSC in 12th. Falcons able to come away with a takeaway. Derek Moore, he'll spin through the paint, through traffic, and get the bucket. About 8 or 9 points for Derek Moore on the night so far. Bryant James with a steal in the top 20 in steals in the conference. Sam Duskin letting it fly. Number 1, getting 1. His first bucket of the night. That loose ball go back to the Blazers. Here comes Bryant James, one of the other freshmen. He's been a big difference maker this season. Derek Moore denied under the bucket by Wallace. Malik Leach, his bucket denied, and Jalen Curry able to come up with the ball. Falcon inbound here. The deflected pass. Halfway through this first half, it's Jalen Curry led to his total for the night. He's got 5. Leach pulling it back from 3. Valdosta State team, their specialty isn't in the three-point shots. Only 34% on the season, that's 7th in the GSC. Tonight, they're hitting when they need them. Brown Jr. denied by Jalen Curry, but the offensive board collected by the Blazers and put back by Leach. Malik Leach lighting it up from 3. And Brandon Fusell in the put back, and big momentum swings here for the Blazers. Still just a 1-point game as they're searching for their first lead. The Falcons will have an opportunity to take that away from them here. Devin McKinnon. Through traffic, he'll draw some contact and a foul.
His first personal, team foul number 1.
Will will be McKinnon to inbound. Off the motion, gets it down to Moore for the dunk. Derek Moore finding the inside lane for 2 more points. Devin McKinnon on a quick personal. Sparks are flying in this game, ladies and gentlemen. MJ Jones in his old building, knocking down another one. Sam Duskin taking on this Blazer defense. Derek Moore bringing Curry in for the screen, hands it off to him. Derek Moore waiting for the ball in the paint. Jalen Curry went up for it. Here come the Blazers off the miss. MJ Jones, the mismatch with Moore, nowhere for him to go. Bryant James able to collect the rebound. Falcons coming back the other direction, tie ball game here in Central State Bank Arena. Derek Moore, nowhere to go. This Blazer squad picked preseason 3rd in the GSC coming into this season, currently sitting in 5th place. Had a massive year last year, 25-7 overall, 18-4 in conference play. They ended their conference season in a loss to UAH in the GSC semifinals. Obviously, UAH, one of the best teams in the country a year ago. Lost in the first round of the NCAA tournament as well after qualifying to that to Lynn University, 86-74 to conclude their season. A lot of those pieces returned to this year's roster. The Falcons, on the other hand, picked preseason 1st in the GSC after an incredible year a year ago, 15-7 in conference play. And Bryant James with an easy lay-in. James, all kinds of time. Puts it up for 2, and that'll force a Valdosta State timeout. 6:22 remaining here in this first period, and the Falcons have not given up the lead once. 2-point ball game here in Montevallo.
Media timeout.
Triples combined between both of these squads so far, each with 4 apiece. Montevallo with a 2-point lead at the moment. Falcons shooting 48% from the floor. Right now, Derek Moore leading the way with 11 points. No other player on the floor in double digits yet. Drew Mills leading the charge for the Blazers. He's got 8. Obviously, those two, the two I highlighted in the pregame.
down there. Get down there. Way down there.
MJ Jones, the former Falcon. Lucas Brown Jr. going out for Leach, who hit 2 straight threes a couple possessions ago.
First foul, 22, Jalen Curry, his first personal, team foul number 3.
Curry will get whistled on his first personal. Mills shut down by Curry. The offensive board is there for the Blazers, and Leach letting it fly again.
Another 3 for the Atlanta Georgia Native.
Handoffs all around the top of the arc for the Falcons. Brandon Fusel. Mid-range, it's good. Malik Leach. MJ Jones now. So much physicality in this game already. Evan McKinnon and Jalen Curry, 2 misses under the bucket. Whistle Tony Green Jr. on a personal. This will send Jalen Curry to the free throw line. The Falcons' first trip to the stripe in this game. Either team's first trip. Jalen Curry, he's 78% from the stripe this season, coming off of an 11.4 rebound day against West Florida on Wednesday.
Sitting in Valdosta, number 1, Peter McKee. Number 15, Blaze Wallace. And number 21, Samarian Bond. Substituting in for Montevallo, number 23, Derek Moore.
Jalen Curry only in his 16th game back, thanks to that injury he had earlier on in the year, and he will convert for an extra bucket as well. Jalen Curry averaging 12 points a game through 16 games.
Shooting 1 from Montevallo, number 22, Jalen Curry.
Had 19 and 11 when these teams met back in Valdosta on January 15th. Big double-double for him, misses the free throw attempt that time. Big shot from Samarian Bond. Blazers continue to try to take the lead. Bryant James will shut it down for the time being. Goes to the ground, backing up there. Here comes Curry with the takeaway. Denied under the bucket. Three-point foul, probably going to go on McKinnon here.
Media timeout.
This will take us to a media timeout. 37-33, the Falcon lead here. Both of these teams playing with all kinds of physicality. 3:49 remaining in this first half. Quite the track meet we have going on here between these two squads, both shooting at pretty much the same clip. Each team going 5 for 13 from 3. 6 turnovers already for Valdosta State that Montevallo has been able to take advantage of. 9 points off of those turnovers.
Shooting 3 for Valdosta, number 2, Lucas Brown Jr.
3 shots are going up for Lucas Brown Jr.
Lucas Brown at the stripe now for the Blazers. 87% free throw shooter, went 6 for 7 on Wednesday at AUM. That was a big win for the Blazers, although a little tighter than you would have thought against arguably the worst team in the conference. 105-98, the final score from Montgomery. AUM, the 12th place team in the GSC. Jalen Curry going up for 2 more. Curry brings his total to 9 for the night after that bucket. Blaze Wallace. Serving at Ken and Derek Moore will get a whistle under the bucket that time.
Foul number 10, Brian James, first team foul number 5.
That whistle actually go to James.
Two. Blaze Wallace.
Blaze Wallace. Incredibly efficient at the stripe this year, 70%, 15th in the GSC. On that GSC newcomer watch list, transferred in this year from Albany State. And has been one of the biggest pieces of Valdosta State in this year that they've had to face without Carlos Hart, first team all-conference guard. Graduated out of the program from last year. He's definitely filled in that spot. Falcons playing up tempo now. Here comes Fusel in the paint, down low for Moore. 2 points for Derek Moore, but he'll add to his total. 13 on the evening for 23. Malik Leach going outside in the corner for Bond, picked up by Curry. Derek Moore from 3 again. Can't find home for the second time. Sam Duskin is convinced that is a Falcon ball. He's gonna ask Coach Camara if he'll challenge it. And Coach Anthony Camara will opt for the challenge. We're gonna review who this ball went out on here.
on the baseline.
First call. As it stands right now, it'll go to the Blazers. But we saw on the podcast Sam Duskin, number 1 for the Falcons, walking away convinced that that's a Falcon ball. Coach Anthony Camara, obviously such a great story. He's in his 4th year here at the helm of the Falcons program. He's done incredible things during his time here. Picked preseason first this year. Falcons sitting in 2nd at the moment. They'll take on the Lee Flames here at home on Monday for the GSC quarterfinals, first round of the conference tournament. At one point, the Falcons were on an 8-game win streak, one of the most impressive in the conference. Ended that with a loss to West Alabama, the number 1 team in the GSC this year, a nationally ranked team. 66-54, they fell in Livingston to the number 13 team in the country. They've since turned around, beat UAH by 24 points, and then West Florida 89-77 on Wednesday. Falcons also are 12-1 at home this year. Incredible mark here in Central State Bank Arena. They've been untouchable in this building this season, except for that one lone loss to West Alabama. And we're going to take a replay of this last shot. The call was overturned. It will go to the Falcons. Confusion because the official pointed that it was a Blazer ball, but then said that it was a Falcon ball. No one's really sure what's going on right now. It'll actually stay with the Blazers. Bachelor not there. Offensive board is on for the Blazers. Instead, Fussell will come away with it off the miss. And high press now. Drew Mills matched up with Curry. Has to get it across the court. Duskin comes in to help. Derek Moore driving in for the bucket. When you need points, you ask for more. Montevallo with a 3-point lead. So we're getting closer and closer to the halftime break. Mills, 3-shot, not there. Montevallo trying to extend their lead here. Brandon Fussell. Driving in, Brett Bachelor will get a whistle. Ryan James finding that space inside. Sam Duskin off the mark from 3. That ball will stay with the Blazers once again. And the Falcon faithful here not happy with that decision. challenge to the floor. Jalen Curry taking on Mills. Here come the Falcons. These kind of momentum swings are where the Falcons thrive. Jalen Curry from 3, not there. The Blazers will come down with it, but Sam Duskin will earn a takeaway. And Jalen Curry finds Derek Moore under the bucket, and he will find home. 5-point lead for the Falcons. 30 seconds remain here in this first half. Slow down the tempo here. Malik Leach with one final play. Taking it up from mid-range, and he will hit it just as time was letting off on the shot clock. Final heave is no good. The Falcons will take the first half, 45-42. Off of some big-time shooting from their guards, but especially Derek Moore. And their forwards, he's got 17 points to add to his total for the year. The Falcons shooting 51% from the floor so far. We will take a break for halftime and see you back here for the conclusion of this game.
The Conway Robinson, please make your way to the scorer's tables. The Conway Robinson, please make your way to the scorer's table.
20 minutes of basketball remain here in Central State Bank Arena. The Montevallo Falcons taking the first half 45-42 over the Valdosta State Blazers. Both teams shooting over 40% from the floor right now. As Jalen Curry gets us rolling on the first possession of the game for the Falcons. Derek Moore will convert for two, bringing his total for the night to 19. And he's coming off, as I talked about in the pregame, a season high since before his injury, since after his injury at the end of January, missed a few games, but had 23 points and 8 boards on Wednesday against West Florida. Ball rolling out, here comes Bryant James. Nobody inside right now. Derek Moore, he'll work through. Open look, it's good for Bryant James. We know just how well he can shoot from three. James didn't have his best showing on Wednesday. 5 points, 4 boards. He went 1 for 4 from the floor. But he's 8th in the GSC in 3-pointers per game. He's averaging 2 made triples per game.
Shooting two for Valdosta, number 23, Tony Green Jr.
Tony Green Jr. to the line after the personal foul on Jalen Curry. .66% from the stripe this season. The second as well. Falcons now working with a 6-point lead. But when these two teams met back in January, the score at halftime was 47-32 in favor of the Blazers. So quite the opposite turnaround here in Montevallo tonight. Falcons knew they had to change up their game plan from that January matchup. And the highest amount of points they've led up this season. Montevallo with the second best defense in the conference, letting up just 68 points a game on average through their 27 games. Jalen Curry bodying through the paint. Will go ahead and shoot two.
Shooting two for Montevallo, number 22, Jalen Curry.
Makes his first attempt. That halftime score from the last matchup, obviously quite the opposite result, as I just said. The Blazers are 6-6 on the road this year, looking to go over 500 in that respect here against Montevallo. Montevallo's last win over the Blazers, of course, coming in the final game of the regular season a year ago. That game was on the road. Valdosta State at the time was ranked number 9 in the country, and Montevallo played so well in a must-win game for them in order to clinch home court advantage in the conference tournament. They ended up clinching the 4 spot and got that quarterfinal game at home. But then in that rematch in the GSC semifinals, just 2 games later, the Blazers came out triumphant, a 2-point win for Valdosta State. So 2 straight wins over the Falcons for VSU. What a whistle called in favor of the Falcons. Valdosta State bench not thrilled with that one.
Number 15, Blaze Wallace, his first personal team foul, number 2.
Jalen Curry has to bobble that inbound a little bit. Pucell out to Curry at the top of the arc. It's wide right. Rims out for the Blazers. And Pucell with the takeaways. The conference's leading Steeler. Gets a ball poked out there. It's 57th on the year. Shot off the mark for Pucell. Malik Leach checking out the shot clock. He's spinning around and just gets it stolen away from Moore, who had the height advantage there. Brian James, no good. Jalen Curry tried to go in for the second chance bucket. Drew Mills will get the extra shot attempt after the tough drive in for the bucket. Shot. Falcons on top now as Bryant James is taking it back in once again. Derek Moore and challenged hard by Mills. First media timeout of the second half, under 16 minutes left here. It's a tight game, but the Falcons still with the lead, 51-46. Montevallo Falcons in double digits here as we're a few minutes in to this second half. Derek Moore, Jalen Curry, and Bryant James each eclipsing that mark so far tonight. And I've mentioned how Valdosta State is in 5th place in the GSC at the moment. Their seeding is not currently solidified. Depends on how other teams around them perform tonight. West Florida and UAH both sit above them. If Valdosta State were to win tonight and both of those two teams were to lose, that could provide a situation where Valdosta State moves up at the highest into 3rd place in the GSC. Clinching home court advantage. Very similar situation to what the Falcons were in a year ago in this final game of the regular season. And a big time dunk for Drew Mills. 31 points the last time these two teams met. Now he's got 12 in this game. Preseason all-conference selection, along with the other two on the court for the Falcons, and Brandon Fusell and Jalen Curry. Open lane for Moore, so he can't convert that time. Drew Mills somehow collects his own tipped pass. Go to the floor again. Another personal whistled on Derek Moore. That's Derek Moore's first personal, excuse me. Valdosta State currently winning the battle at the boards 31-24. And the defensive rebounds are the biggest piece there, 22-18. They've also taken more offensive opportunities as well, beating Montevallo there 9-6. That was something I mentioned about Valdosta State in their keys before the game. They needed to limit the Falcons' second chances because that's how Montevallo is able to be so successful on the offensive side of the floor. And they've done so far successfully tonight in the rebounding category, just haven't converted on all of those shots. And a steal back by the Blazers, another opportunity here. Corner three, short. The defensive rebound is on for Moore. Bachelor guilty party at that time. Derek Moore, he'll spin, step back. Jay, it's not there. Here comes MJ Jones for the Blazers. Around the arc, extra pass in the corner, not on. Another whistle on the Falcons. Jalen Curry will get the whistle that time. Of these teams trading blows right now. It's the 5th team foul for Montevallo. Another corner look, that one will hit Ethan Pyers that time. Able to knock one down. Those are his first points of the night. Drew Mills, another whistle. On 33, that's his 3rd personal. Blazers' leading scorer will step off the court. Tyson Sexton. This time a whistle on MJ Jones. Keep it a Falcon ball here. Actually on Blaze Wallace. Bond getting his hands in the way of Devin McKinnon. Ball will stay with the Falcons. Bucell through the baseline, trying to open up McKinnon mid-range. Not there. Blaze Wallace off to Pyers. MJ Jones off the screen. Can't fall, neither of these teams hitting shots right now. Montevallo scoreless in the last 4 minutes. Here as Valdosta State has the lead, a 1-point game. Blaze Wallace and Derek Moore both going to the ground. That's a whistle on Wallace.
15, Blaze Wallace, his second personal team foul, number 6. Subs again for number 10, Ron James.
Derek Moore moving gingerly.
Shooting 1-1 for Montevallo, number 23, Derek Moore.
Derek Moore, nearly automatic from the stripe this season, makes his first. He's third in the GSC in free throw percentage and third in the GSC in points per game, just over 18. For much of the season was leading the conference, but then obviously missed a few games. Lost that lead. Bachelor somehow got that pass out to Pyers. In the corner, open look. Jones blows by Sexton. Pyers not on. What an effort from Brian James to come down with the rebound there through the traffic. Sexton swinging it out for James. Back out to McKinnon. He goes inside. James outside the arc. Just as time let off the shot clock. No joy for the Falcons. That last possession. Bachelor lets it fly, not on. Wallace easily picking up the rebound. Jones. Bringing Bachelor outside, trying to open him up from 3. Once again, not there. That'll be a Valdosta State basketball as we take immediate timeout here. Derek Moore will check out of the game, coming back in. Still a 1-point basketball game. The Falcons are on top with 11:41 left to play. In the January meeting, the Falcons got outworked in the paint 38-32, and that's not something we've become used to seeing from them this season. Right now, they are winning that battle 30-20. A lot of that coming from Derek Moore, his 21 points. This inbound for the Blazers will be spearheaded by MJ Jones. Wallace finding Pyers at the top of the arc, all the way in. They take back the lead, 55 to 53 for Valdosta State. Brandon Fusel. Falling to the ground, and he'll get fouled as he drove in. Blaze Wallace picking up a lot of personals these last few minutes. He's got 3 to his name now. Wallace and Mills each with 3, 2 of Valdosta State's most efficient scorers and rebounders. Fusel, 83% from the stripe on the year. Went a perfect 6 for 6 on Wednesday. Falcons' last game. 2 misses from the stripe for Brandon Fusel. Could prove costly down the line. The Falcons are 3 for 8 from the stripe. Uncharacteristic mark for the purple and white. Brandon Fusel battling for that inbound. Marion Bond will get a whistle.
Shooting 1-1 for Montevallo, number 14, Brandon Fusel.
Brandon Fusel for 1-1. Can he find his redemption from those misses earlier? Yes, he can. Fusel hit some buckets early, but has really been neutralized since then. Has 6 points before these free throws, now has 8. We're used to seeing him get hot from 3. He's 0 for 2 so far. Jones looking for Wallace up top. Personal on Fusel, that's his first. Bond driving in off the pressure. Curry will get a goaltending whistle. Floater not there for McKinnon. Smart to let the rebound go out of bounds to keep a Falcon ball. Two straight misses for McKinnon. MJ Jones, no joy on that attempt. Jalen Curry being challenged on the baseline. McKinnon again will finally put one down. Devin McKinnon, 2 triples in this game, 6 points. Falcons take back the lead. They were 1 for their last 12 shots prior to that. Another whistle on Jalen Curry. Excuse me, on Brandon Fusel.
Shooting 1 and 1 for Valdosta, number 11, MJ Jones.
MJ Jones at the stripe. His first trip in this game. 75% this season.
Former Montevallo Falcon.
MJ Jones under pressure. Ties the game up.
Tied score of this contest. 9:40 to play in regulation. Jones again.
MJ Jones to take the lead. Will not do it. But the rebound will be collected by Valdosta State. They'll turn it over for a Falcon ball. Squandered opportunity
Great play.
for the red and black.
Mills just couldn't hold on to it in the short corner. McKinnon.
Devin McKinnon. This game almost just feels like postseason basketball already. We're just a few days away from it. But Devin McKinnon will get fouled driving to the bucket.
Personal foul number 23, Tony Green Jr. His third personal, team foul number 10. Shooting 2 for Montevallo, number 5, Devin McKinnon.
Shooting 80% from the line. He's got 6 points, 9 with his first free throw trip. Motions and fires, stays on his toes.
Coming in for Valdosta State, number 0, Lee Leach.
Devin McKinnon, his first trip to the stripe tonight. He will take advantage of it. Mid-range shot as he was going to the ground.
From the right elbow.
Lucas Brown tried to get a poke away from Brandon Fusel. Tyson Sexton, he'll pull up from 3, bounces off. Rebound is not on for Montevallo. Derek Moore will get a whistle.
23, Derek Moore, his third personal, team foul number 8.
Will return to the free throw line.
Shooting 1 and 1 for Valdosta, number 23, Tony Green Jr.
He's got his third personal. He's played 21 minutes. He's played 25 minutes. He has 21 points. Twice. 5. One shot. This one is good. 61 to 60 in favor of Valdosta.
Green trying to extend this Blazer lead.
Onto the ball, spins it. Once, holds it, twice, fires.
Another 2-point lead for the Blazers. We've seen this before for both squads. Nobody able to pull away just yet. Nothing for Derek Moore to do there. Falcons collecting the O board. Brandon Fusel driving all the way around, goes up, it's good! To tie the game.
Tony Green Jr. Left corner, a little reset with Green Jr. Now to Brown Jr. From the baseline.
Mills going in 4 white jerseys in his way, and Falcon defense will put a stop to it. Brandon Fusel thought about a catch and shoot. He'll drive in instead for the bucket. He puts his hands up quick. After that one, has to hustle back on defense. Wallace, the top of the key. All the way across, an open look for Brown Jr. And it's not there, but the offensive board is picked up by Leach, and he'll knock one down instead.
Leach connects. He's 3 from 4 from beyond the arc. An extended delay, so
Media timeout here as Valdosta State takes back the lead, 65-64, 7.5 minutes remaining here in Montevallo. A 1-point lead for Valdosta State on the road. Team that's struggled a bit on the road this season, 6-6 coming into this game. Montevallo, however, untouchable in Central State Bank Arena this season, 12-1. That only lost coming to West Alabama back in early January. Both of these teams heading into the conference tournament in a good spot. Montevallo shooting 43% from the floor right now. Valdosta State shooting 38%. They've thrown up 60 shots, and they've taken 30 three-point attempts. .27.5 is their season average. Or excuse me, 24 is their season average of three-point attempts, shooting well above that right now. They only have 8 makes.
fun way. This right here is North South Conference basketball. Elite Eight has 13 this one. Molly hits his three-pointer. There's a bit of extra curriculum going on under the basket.
This Valdosta State team is all about scoring, shooting, converting on buckets. They're reviewing to see if there was a flagrant on that last play. There is not a flagrant. Ball to stay with Montevallo.
Up by 1. Blazers and the Falcons all gather at center court. While Devin McKinnon on the BSU basket has the inbound. Get it is Sexton.
Tyson Sexton to work through the play for the Falcons. Brandon Roussel. 10 to shoot. Foul whistled on Derek Moore that time. That's his third of the game. Take another look at it here. But Blaze Wallace, as it stands right now, will be able to shoot 1 and 1. Valdosta State with the 1-point lead right now. They've had 10 players see the floor. Every single one of them has at least 3 or more points, really showcasing their depth in this game, beating Montevallo in that bench point aspect, 30-11. Montevallo's only had 7 players get minutes tonight. Lengthy discussion from our officiating crew here. To determine the foul on that last play. So it will be a flagrant called on Derek Moore. Send Blaze Wallace to the free throw line, and Derek Moore will check out of the game with his 3rd personal. Both him and Curry sitting on 3. A 3-point ball game here in Montevallo. Valdosta State keeps possession. Who wants it more? That's what it'll come down to in these final 6 minutes. Blaze Wallace kicking it outside for Green. Can't go up for it. Jalen Curry came down with the ball. Montevallo will keep possession. Long inbound for McKinnon, finding Duskin, and he converts for 2. And 2 Blazers were right there for him. Couldn't put a stop to him. Drew Mills going up, and Duskin grabs the rebound. Duskin, the Air Force Academy transfer. The only transfer into this Falcon roster this year. Brandon Fusel. Incredible ball movement from the Falcons. Can they find their footing again? 68-67, the Falcons take the lead back. Needing a defensive stop here. Falcon crowd fired up. Malik Leach, not there. Blaze Wallace puts it back for two. McKinnon, the triple look is good, and he looks at the Falcon crowd. Let's know what's up. 8 triples for Montevallo in this game. Squad that averages 9. That'll be a foul on Sam Duskin. Montevallo is coming off of 2 straight games with 10-plus three-point makes. With 10 on Wednesday against West Florida and 15 on Saturday against UAH. Brown Jr. sinks the first free throw. McKinnon once again taking it in for the Falcons. No Derek Moore on the floor for Montevallo. At one point, the D2 National Player of the Week. Roussel faking in. Jalen Curry gets the tip to put the bucket in for 2 more. Curry's got 12 to his name now. Tyson Sexton will get his first whistle.
Shooting 1-2 for Valdosta State, number 33, Drew Mills.
From the free throw line. 19 free throw attempts for the Blazers in this game so far. Team that averages 22 on the year. Mills. 2 for 2 on that trip. Tie ball game once again. The 10th tie of this thriller here in Montevallo. Devin McKinnon continues to have an incredible night. He's got 13. Stepping up when this team needs him with Derek Moore in foul trouble. Another media timeout here in the Valley. Falcons with a 2-point lead. Just under 4 minutes remain here. Sparks are flying. We knew this was going to be a thriller, but it turned out to be just that.
Fusel for another double-double. Leach, Green Jr. to Wallace, over the middle.
The inbounds
Out to Mills.
here, and Mills takes the shot. And the putback is on for Antonio Green for another tie ball game. Fusel spinning in. The whistle on Leach. We'll send Fusel to the free throw line.
Shooting 2 from Montevallo, number 14, Brandon Fusel.
Perfect. Again, an 0 for 2 in his very first trip of the night, but has made up for it since then. Derek Moore back in the lineup for the Falcons. He's sitting on 3 personals, as is Jalen Curry, as is Devin McKinnon. Green Jr. able to buy himself another shot. Sexton off to Fusel. Moore bringing in McKinnon. McKinnon step back 3, not on. Leach comes down with the ball. Plays Wallace out for Leach. Corner open 3, and Montevallo defense nowhere to be found, but he misses the shot. That was Lucas Brown. That was Derek Moore's driving in on the other end, out for Fusel from 3. Uncontested, and he will sink it. Brandon Fusel brings the Falcons up 80-77, 2:16 left here in this ball game. Three-point lead for Montevallo. They have started to find their rhythm again here in the second half. Derek Moore still has not scored any points in these last 10 minutes. He's got 21 still on the night. Fusel sitting on 19. Bryant James has 10. Devin McKinnon with 13. Jalen Curry with 12. Falcon starters showing up in this final regular season home game, the GSC finale. Here, and several Blazers in double digits as well. They've got 4 at that mark. This is a team that scores early, and they score often, and they score quickly, which is exactly what they've done so far tonight. But Montevallo's defense has maybe started to find an answer. Green Jr. crossing the court. Wallace from 3, and he will nail it. The 9th made triple of the game for Valdosta State, each team with 9 apiece. Game coming down to the wire. Brandon Fusel tips that out, or Derek Moore tips that out for Fusel. extra possession here for Montevallo. Brendan Fusel faking him out. Not there. Can the Falcons keep possession? Yes, they can. Jalen Curry collects the ball. And players on the ground. Devin McKinnon will call a timeout. What a last sequence of events. With 68 seconds left on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been at nearly every single home game on the mic this season. This is the tightest I've seen it all year. The jump ball will go to Valdosta State. I'm not sure if that's what they're going to call. It will, I believe it will go to Valdosta State. They're looking at the clock. You almost wouldn't believe that this is a regular season game the way both of these two teams are playing. As once again, Valdosta State vying for a higher seed in the conference tournament. The Falcons looking to get their 13th win at home.
Down is into Montevallo. On the far sideline, from the benches. Montevallo has 4 to shoot. Fusel.
Derek Moore trying to find Fusel baseline. It'll go down as a shot clock violation. 64 seconds here in Montevallo. Valdosta State going to slow down this tempo here. Now they're going away. Blaze Wallace backing up on Jalen Curry. Cross court for Leach. He's open from 3. Way off the mark. But the rebound was collected by Drew Mills. And the foul will go on Valdosta State. We're going to take another look at this here. We knew coming into this game it was going to be this kind of play all night long. It's been exactly as we expected. We're going to take a look at this play. The whistle initially called on Drew Mills. If this were to stand, that would be his 4th personal. Obviously only 36 seconds left, but something to keep an eye on. the call on Drew Mills. Derek Moore will go to the stripe. What a ball game this has been. Derek Moore, the 80% free throw shooter, will hit his first to take the lead back. He's perfect tonight so far, 3 for 3. Perfect 4 for 4. And he gets the Falcon bench fired up. And now Montevallo will take another timeout, or Valdosta will take a timeout. Folks, do not go anywhere for the conclusion of this game. It's a 2-point lead for Montevallo, both teams in the double bonus now. Ready to go once again in Montevallo.
36.9 seconds left to go. Montevallo has the basketball.
It's going to be a Falcon possession. Tyson Sexton calls a timeout in time as he couldn't find the inbound. Montevallo burns their last timeout. Motion at the half-court line as Tyson Sexton has to inbound. He gets it into Fusel, and the high press coming for Valdosta State. Devin McKinnon goes to the ground, and Derek Moore puts it down. 4-point lead for Montevallo here at home. Leash goes up from 3, no good. Falcon rebound. It's it poked away on the baseline. You can hear this crowd, and they are amped. Seconds left here as number 14 goes to the stripe. Brandon Fusel can hit here. He may just seal the deal for Montevallo, and he makes the first. For 7 from the stripe for 14. The Blazers with another opportunity here. Green goes up, and it's poked away by Moore. He holds on to it to seal the deal for the Falcons, and that'll do it. Here from Montevallo, the Falcons get their 13th home win of the season. They'll take on the Lee Flames in the first round of the Gulf South Conference quarterfinals on Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, Montevallo earning their 21st win of the year, 17-5 in conference play. They will stay at home on Monday to start off the postseason. Valdosta State will also move on to the quarterfinals. Their opponent yet to be determined. Thank you all so much for joining us here on Flow Sports. We'll be right back here live for an interview with head coach of the Falcons, Anthony Camara.
that was it. Like from the opening to it was physical, it was nasty. They're really good. Coach is really well coached and tough. They're really hard to guard. And they did a great job on us defensively in the second half. That was a high level game. And I mean, our guys just do what they do. By the way, I'm really proud of them. Really proud of them. All right. I'm going to do my best. They came here when it wasn't fully Like Jalen came here 3 years ago when nobody believed. And I'm going to look Brandon, Reese, and Tyson into that too. They were in that class. They're just younger. Derek and Jalen came here and believed, but there was nothing to believe in except the vision. All right? All right. I know those guys get later. Hang on. Good. I love those two. They are legends. They always are. I'm so proud of them. I'm so thankful. Yeah. We need everybody. We need everybody. That atmosphere last year here was unbelievable. We need everybody here. Our crowd tonight was phenomenal. Our crowd Wednesday was unbelievable. We built a little edge here at home because of our community and our students and the people that come to the games. We need to ramp that up. It needs to be on another level. Our guys need to play at another level. He is really good. They are very talented, very well coached. That is going to be a battle. It'll be a lot like tonight's game. We have to be ready to go, and I know our guys will be really looking forward to it. We need to have a great crowd. I know we will. Come on. Let's go.